Travis Barker is accused of being controlling towards Kourtney Kardashian. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have been in the public eye from the very start of their relationship. Every detail, from their whirlwind romance to their lavish wedding and now their growing family, has been followed closely by fans and the media. Last year, the couple welcomed their first child together, a baby boy. Many people were thrilled for them, and social media was full of congratulations and excitement. But alongside the happy news, there has also been a quieter and more uneasy conversation happening among some fans. These fans say that certain things about their relationship and family decisions do not feel entirely balanced, and that Travis might have a bit too much influence over Kourtney. The biggest point of discussion lately has been their baby's name. Months before their son was born, there were already rumors about what they might call him. In fact, it was reported quite early on that Travis wanted the name Rocky. Just a few days before Kourtney gave birth, Travis confirmed publicly that this would indeed be the name. It turns out he had been thinking about it for quite a while. The full name they chose for their son is Rocky 13 Barker. The name might sound unusual, but it makes sense when you hear Travis's reasoning. Rocky, he says, is in honor of his favorite musician, the guitarist for the band's Suicidal Tendencies. The number 13 has always been his favorite number, so he decided to include it in the name as well. He has even talked about this before in conversations with his teenage daughter, Alabama, telling her that Rocky 13 was the name he could not get out of his head. For some, this was just a sweet detail about a father naming his child after things he loves. But others noticed something else. All three parts of the name, first, middle, and last, come entirely from Travis's side. Rocky is from his favorite musician, 13 is his lucky number, and Barker is his surname. This has led to online debates, with some people wondering if Kourtney had any say at all in the decision. One social media user put it bluntly, saying they did not care if fans of the couple got upset, but the situation gave them major red flags. They pointed out that this was not the first time Kourtney seemed to be going along with Travis's preferences over her own. The person recalled how their wedding was very much centered on Travis's style, with a gothic rock theme, and how Kourtney's wardrobe and public look seemed to have changed after getting together with him. Her fashion evolved into a rocker-inspired vibe, and she leaned into his aesthetic even during her pregnancy photo shoots. To some fans, the name Rocky 13 felt like yet another example of Kourtney letting Travis's tastes take the lead. One person commented that while they did not personally like the name Rocky, they could understand it if it was just the first name. But adding 13, a number with no connection to Kourtney, made it seem like the name was entirely his decision. Another fan noted that Kourtney had always chosen relatively classic names for her other children, like Mason, Penelope, and Rain. Those names were different, but still within a certain style. Rocky 13, they said, was a big departure, and not in a way that seemed like her choice. Some online commenters have gone further, saying they worry Travis might be controlling. One person suggested that Kourtney accepts this dynamic because she sees it as a sign of love and devotion from him. They believe that in her mind, him being deeply involved in these decisions shows how much he cares. But to outsiders, it can look like her identity is becoming merged with his in a way that leaves less room for her own preferences. Since the birth of baby Rocky, there have been other small signs that have added to the speculation. Sources have claimed that some of Kourtney's older children are not particularly close with Travis. There was also a situation where Kourtney traveled to Australia without Rocky, which sparked conversations about the challenges of balancing a blended family and a newborn. While these moments could have many explanations, to fans already concerned about Travis's influence, they seem to fit a larger pattern. On Reddit, where fans often discuss the Kardashian family in detail, one person summed up their feelings by saying that Travis was the one who named their son based entirely on his own personal interests, without anything from Kourtney's world being represented. In their opinion, that was telling. To them, it was not just about a name, but about what the name represented in the relationship, a dynamic where one person's preferences consistently shape the shared decisions. Of course, not everyone agrees with this view. Some fans think the name is simply a fun reflection of Travis's personality and that Kourtney likely supported it because she liked it too. They argue that there is nothing unusual about one parent having a stronger connection to a particular name. Many parents choose names based on their own experiences, interests, or family traditions, and it does not necessarily mean anything negative. From this perspective, the name Rocky 13 could simply be a quirky, personal choice the couple made together. But even those who are more neutral acknowledge that the perception of Travis being in the lead is not new. From their public appearances to major life events, it is often his style and preferences that seem to set the tone. Kourtney's transformation in fashion and public image since they began dating has been dramatic enough that people who have followed her for years noticed it immediately. Before Travis, Kourtney's style was more minimal and classic, often leaning into soft colors and simple silhouettes. After they got together, she embraced darker colors, edgier pieces, and a more rebellious look, all in line with his well-known punk rock aesthetic. To some, this is just a normal part of relationships. Couples influence each other's tastes all the time, and Kourtney might simply enjoy this new chapter of self-expression. To others, it feels like a sign that she is adapting to fit into his world more than he is adapting to fit into hers. And when that pattern is seen alongside decisions like the baby's name, it becomes easier for those people to believe that he is the one steering the direction of their shared life. Relationships, especially those lived in the public eye, are complex. Fans see only the moments that make it to social media or television. A wedding theme or a baby name might seem like small details, but they can spark big conversations about equality, individuality, and influence within a partnership. In the case of Kourtney and Travis, those conversations have taken on extra weight because both are already well-known personalities with established styles and fan bases. When one person's influence appears to overshadow the others, even if it is unintentional, people notice, and they talk about it. For now, Kourtney has not publicly addressed the idea that Travis is controlling, and Travis has not commented on the criticism. They continue to share glimpses of their life as new parents, often showing moments of happiness with baby Rocky. Whether fans see those moments as proof of love or as further signs of imbalance depends on their perspective. But one thing is certain, the name Rocky 13 has become more than just a name. It has become a symbol in an ongoing conversation about the nature of their relationship and how they make decisions as a couple. Some online commenters have gone further, saying they worry Travis might be controlling. One person suggested that Kourtney accepts this dynamic because she sees it as a sign of love and devotion from him. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.